We're joined by Jim. Jim, I really don't know where to start. 4-2 at home against Cambridge. The game really swung in the 34th and 35th minute. We were one apiece, and a minute and a half later we're 3-1 down, and you're left chasing the game.
Yeah, criminal. It's there's obviously something not right with us at home. We all know that. Defensively, we're shocking at the minute. One of the league's leading goal scorers. I think we were the league's leading goal scorers tonight. I think Carlisle have overtook us on that now, but if you score 2 at home like we have done tonight, like we have done it against Northampton, like we have done against Dagenham, like we scored 3 against Bristol Rovers, like we scored 2 against Luton. It's not rocket science. I've said it in the past. We've got a couple of players at the minute who are, got no confidence whatsoever with defending. Schoolboy, first and second ball for the first goal. Go and win the first. If you don't win the first, you win the second. You clear your lines. You smash out for another corner, whatever. But to let someone, pick their head up and dink it on, someone get a free header from 6 or 7 yards out, it's not right. But again, you go through it, you talk about it, you practice it, you show them DVD clips, and once they go over that line, they've got to do the jobs. And as I say, there's a couple at the minute that are in the team and they don't really deserve to be in the team because they're not playing well enough. They're good players, but everyone has a different form. We've got a couple of players at the minute, 3 or 4, that are not doing the jobs. They're not. That's not down to tactics or formation or whether you're at home or away. That's down to individuals winning battles and doing the right thing and doing whatever you can to clear your lines for the first goal. That's the killer. Obviously, I don't think we started okay. They've got the goal. We've bounced back in the right manner. We scored a good goal ourselves. But again, wide open at the back, coming out of positions that, I'm going over the same old thing every week. Defensively, always be in, looking out, defend the wide areas, get pressure on the ball in the middle of the park. When there's a cross coming into the box, make sure that you're open up. Make sure that when the ball's cleared, you're readjusting and you're picking your man up again. All the little things that you speak about and what we've done in the past and what we're doing away from home, because we kept 3 clean sheets on the spin away from home, and then you come here and concede 4 again like we did against Dagenham. Let's say you score the goals that we are at the minute. We deserve. We should be at least drawing a game. Should be winning, but we know where the problem lies, and that's been our Achilles heel all season. Defensively, we've been poor. I'm not just saying the back lads, but as a team, we work on things. We worked on pointed things out. Once they go over that white line, I'm picking you up from a corner. I do all I can to make sure that you're not going to score. And if it is clear, I'm making sure that you don't score from the second phase. If I'm defending in the middle of the park, I've got to get tight to get pressure on the ball. If I'm in wide areas, I make sure that I'm in looking out and people don't run through the middle of us. If I'm in the centre of the middle of the park, people don't run off me and get at our back four. And that's where the problem is. It's too easy to score against them. At the minute, I think I've got a few that need taking out the firing line. It's not possible at the moment. We've got to continue to work hard, and these things are sent to challenge you. I'm hoping to make us stronger. There's no more disappointed than me. I'm at the head of it all. I'm the one who's going to take all the flak. I'm the one who hasn't got a clue. But I've got to ride through it. I've got to stay strong. Continue to believe in myself, which you will do. Take it on the chin and get them going again for next week. Because in this game, you can't feel sorry for yourself. I've said that to them in there. Don't expect anyone to feel sorry for yourself, because at the end of the day, I've said in the past, when you're winning games, players win your games. When you lose, it's the manager's fault. And I'm not going to feel sorry for myself. I know that I'll be back in. We won't be in tomorrow. We'll be back in Thursday. And I won't be jumping for joy, but I'll make sure that I'm as positive as I can be. And I will be on Friday, travelling down to London again. And come 3 o'clock again, I'll be right back at it at Stevenage, because that's what you got to do. It's the nature of the game. It wouldn't surprise me go to Stevenage and get something, because we've been great away from home, but there's this mental block at home. And like anything, if you give a team a leg up and they're 3-1 up away from home and they've been struggling themselves, and let's get it right, they're a good side, they're one of the most ambitious clubs in the division. They brought in 5 loan signings. I think at least 2 of them have scored tonight, maybe 3. It's the same against Dagenham the other day. They brought Dunn in, he scored. They brought Vassell in, he scored 2. Everyone seems to be freshening up, and it seems to be giving everyone a boost. We thought we could get a Cambridge right back tonight, because they've got a couple of injuries and a young lad on the bench, and then they signed Gale today, who's gone on and scored and had a good game.
Yeah.
You know, and when you got people like Simpson and Barry Corr and that on the bench, you're up against it. I've said it, we're a good side, but we've improved, but the league's improved. It's a very difficult league, you know, we're up against it. We're battling along. We know we're capable of going unbeaten for 4 or 5 games. We know we're capable of not winning for 4 or 5 games. You know, we're inconsistent. We've gone for it this season with regards to our firepower. Scored 6 from midfield all of last season. We're well into double figures now. Murphy's gone and got one tonight. In the forward positions, we're flying high. You know, we've got a bit of stick for letting Pozzo go, but I've replaced him with Son Barkhuizen, who's already equalled what he got last season. You know, can't carry everyone. Muller's has got, I think, 7. Yeah. Miller's got 7. So we're doing all right. We're going forward. Ellison's chipped in. Molly's got another one tonight. We're doing okay. Midfield doing okay. I'm not 100% happy with defensively in midfield at the minute. I'm certainly not happy with the back line.
Are we too nice? Because like Peter Murphy came on and today, second half, and he basically went round being, you know, in people's faces. But unfortunately, he was the only one doing it.
And that's why he got man of the match.
Yeah,
because he showed that.
Because you know,
you make a sign in the summer, and you want a player to build a team around and lead by example. We've seen what Peter Murphy's all about. It didn't surprise me today that he got booked. You could see it in his eyes before he went out. He wanted to get tight and get in people's faces, and if he's going to crunch someone on the halfway line and get a book on him, I'm not going to moan about that. That's his game.
No, yeah,
I wish a few more would do.
Yeah, I think that's the point I'm making.
And we've got to do it.
We're too nice.
Yeah, we're too easy to play against, but we're too easy to get at. We don't get tight enough. We don't get in people's faces. I said against Dagenham for the first 10 minutes. We were up and at them in the faces, winning first balls, winning second balls. This stage of the year, the way the pitches go and things like that, and as I say, people are re-energising, bringing new players in, everyone's getting a lift. The last 2 teams that we played against, you know, you look at the lone stars that have scored against us, because they're coming, they're eager, they want to express themselves, they want to get out there playing football, and they're going for it. We need a couple here. We've got a couple of players at the minute that don't deserve to be playing, they're taking the place for granted. It's because there's no pressure on those positions. But as I say, when you bring a player in like Peter Murphy, you make him your captain because he leads by example. He's going to get goals, he's going to get bookings, he's going to get in people's faces. He's horrible to play against, we know what it's all about, but he leads by example. He gets people round and going, and that's what he's done today. Come off the bench and done exactly what's on the tin for Peter Murphy, and that's why he got man of the match. But as I say, it's not rocket science. It's never. Yeah, there's a mental block at home. There's something to do with us at home at the minute. Again, Cambridge get the nose in front. They're on a difficult spell themselves. They've got a new manager, influx of new players, if you like. They're closing us down. They're getting in our faces. They want to tackle. They want to run round. It's making us hard to play. You know, we're struggling to play under pressure at the minute. People are slightly, you know, hiding, but not choosing the right decisions.
We look jittery.
We look jittery at home, but again, there's a cycle, and it's only down to us, as I said to them, and they don't expect it to happen. We've got to make it happen. We've got to work extra. We've got to, you know, continue to work hard. You know, people go on about 4-4-2 or 4-2-3-1 or whatever. We've gone with what we've gone this season and scored loads of goals, enough to win more games than what we've won. Yeah. We've got good players. They're honest. They'll have a go, but at home, they seem to be under unbelievable pressure. I'm under pressure, but as I said in there, I'm not going to feel sorry for myself. We come out and we go again, and they've got to do exactly the same. And it's a difficult time. You know, it's as strange as it is. We're 6 points off the players, win a couple of games, and you're back up there, and it's all forgot about. But we've got to break this cycle. Certainly at home, we've got another chance next Tuesday now. We certainly own Dagenham one, but in between that, we've got Stevenage away. We've been okay away from home. And that's the only thing that's keeping us with points on the board at the minute, because we've been shocking at home. But it's we've got to stand up to the plate, and players have as well, you know, because we'll be going with what we've got. And if they are under pressure, they've got to roll their sleeves up and dig in and come through this difficult period stronger for it, and look to kick on.
And with that, we'll leave it there.